Frontline with Kukwanan, only on CTV.
The Frontline show has intercepted a national security report revealing a grand scheme of 150 unauthorized persons into Ghana's foremost financial institutions, the Bank of Ghana. The recruitment exercise, however, rationalized by a section of the political class, including the National Security Coordinator Edward Kwekwasmini. Meanwhile, the Frontline investigations have uncovered some persons making their way to the apex bank of the country as recruits. Tonight, we name, shame, and expose the elements in the cover-up. And of course, we are broadcasting to you live tonight very HQ of the studios of CTV here in Accra. We're live across dozens of stations, all picking the feed, including our very own in Sunyane 88.1 FM. We're live in Western Region on Tadi 99.1 FM, and of course also live in London on GOB. GOB, of course, is powered on TuneIn, modernghana.com, and is still on GOB. They are powered on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. We are live tonight on Information Superhighway, and of course the link is my CTVGH on YouTube, Facebook respectively, plus the interactive segment on the WhatsApp line 020-297-3461. All messages promised will be read. Folks, all too soon, the year is wrapping up, and of course tonight we are much comfortable to say that 20th of December 20, year of our Lord. Folks, I'm bringing you yet another hot edition of the Frontline. All that you have to do would be to brace yourself, call a friend, call a brother, call a sister, call a cousin, call a relative, call whoever. Across the political divide, social, religion, everywhere, anybody you know, call. Tonight, of course, you can watch this show on multiple platforms. Of course, YouTube is picking it, Facebook is picking it on my CTVGH, and that's the link. My CTVGH, of course. In London, they are picking it on modernghana.com and TuneIn. Ken City Radio in New Jersey also picking the feed, right? And then if you go to my YouTube, Facebook, the link is my CTVGH, right? You can also get the feed on your television if you have a smart TV or a digital, or if you like, go on your, if you have GoTV, also makes it very simple. On GoTV, go to channel 21 straight, and you would, you know, make yourself comfortable landing on CTV straight up. GoTV, the channel is channel 21, and then you get the feed. Tonight we are connecting all over the, you know, regional capitals. We are connecting Upper East region, Upper West. We are connecting Northern region capital Tamale, all the way to Ashanti region capital Kumasi. We are connecting Eastern region Brong-Ahafo, including the nation's capital Accra, and we are connecting Central region, we are connecting Volta region, and of course we are also connecting Western region, plus the 6 regional capitals. This is the Frontline, the nation's biggest investigative magazine show with your investigative journalist Kwekwasmini. We are airborne, 3,000 above seabed. Folks, call a friend, make yourself comfortable. What do we have for you? We have for you, one, we are following up on a 3 multiple developing story. One, the intercepted document, the intercepted national security document about 150 recruitment, 150 recruitment from the nation's security apparatus. Going where? Going to Bank of Ghana. To do what? Very shocking. 150 recruitment. People have been recruited coming from the national security, being sent to Bank of Ghana, the apex bank of the country. To do what? What are they going to do? Well, the report will tell us exactly what they are going to do. So folks, lend me your ears tonight. If you know a friend at Bank of Ghana, National Security, call all of them, right? Yes, a lot is coming. And if you also know somebody who works at Ghana's Parliament, call all your friends in Parliament. There's some. Yes. Parliament, call them, call everybody. Yes. Just say, call everybody. You don't have to. So we are following up. We are going to bring you this very report from the National Security, uncovering 150 people going to the apex bank of the nation. Now, we have some pictures for you and some names. Those to the Bank of Ghana. Why? I told you people sometime barely 2 weeks ago, and I said the governing New Patriotic Party through National Security is making a frantic effort to push all these people there. I don't know for whatever reason. And I said this to the incoming administration to open their eyes sharp and watch the development. Now, we are even learning that the recruitment exercise is across board, including Parliament House. Parliament House, as we speak, Parliament House has recruited 250 people. We have given all of them an appointment letter and still house. Folks, I'm also going to give you the very latest about how the National Security Minister, Albert Kandapa's kidnapped at the Jubilee House. Yes, at the seat of government. Yes, and there is somebody also at the seat of government who would have to answer some questions tonight about the national security operatives who kidnapped the National Security Minister and why. All this coming at the very door front of your homes tonight on the front line. Folks, I am Kweku and let's get started. Ebusia, my name is Elhoye. If God willing, I'm sure I'm gonna have a last show with you on Monday. Even though we are on break, but I'll make sure that at least my name is team show Bebro. Last show near the Bebro on here. I'm gonna show you a video footage whereby at the National Security HQ, a vehicle, the car, a besuo, and the park sika egu in boxes near the echo. With the Bebro on Monday, hopefully. We are all tired though, but we want to serve you in truth and integrity. Now, Yashas you, Breo say yao. Miaho frawadanfo anadwi de ye be ne say. Anadwi reporter maka ho asema chiro no. Me de sa report no eba. Okay? Ye de sa report no ye de eba. Na efa ekwanya enipa mako 150 ye pia wonom akọ Bank of Ghana ye koye den wo ho e den no mko akoye Bank of Ghana yeah from National Security mainstream na won say adwe boni bi yaba enipa bitrim enti me ebra na ye nto aba na kura ne wie no say Ghana for mo beka na kura dia me kwaku me enipa enfom so o me ho nanso me make sure say me ne kura bi die masa me kan e ka kire Ghana for say ye di nipa mako sen 150 minim say that 150 mekan wo twi mu ye de wo mo ko National Security every oha ne aduonum hey oha ene aduonum ye de wo mo ko Bank of Ghana akwahye ho by a shechiri na baby say ye de wo mo ko bank ho akwaye de well ye kan no well anche ene ekokoto aba ebiri amenimu ka say the president elect His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has warned the government to stop every recruitment biya womo epese omeyeden womo ye biya no yeso omunyai sa recruitment ni na womo enfema womo ntwen, right? Yes. Government say more money recruitment biya na eno ni ye bisa say womo betwen ana so womo ntwen no folks. Enioma yet no ehu kakra chese enipa ye pia eko Bank of Ghana hono esi wenini yen kanchiro. Well, tonight and the report no anemi enipa bia one more national security wa yedo omo eko ho. In fact, we have also obtained some pictures of these operatives. Yeah. You're obtaining pictures of some of the operatives, Medebechero. Why? Say, and then may I say, we have also spoken to some of the operatives at the national security, and they deny flat. They say no. And yadi or more than you do more Bank of Ghana. We may deny, but report ne dane trese you do more bank or more quiet. And all the wa anadri Parliament so ye ka say Parliament o also recruitment exercise because of Parliament enya some keto akere say so far our report, our intelligence report, enipa makumako saying 250 people have been recruited our Parliament wa eno no making ye just say minim why inte records no they are doing the updates senebeya aban ba sam krofoni na yehu se o nanua na ye fa wonom ebaso ebio afi mesan amamo the information about the developing story about the kidnap of the National Security Minister Aya Ura Albert Kandapa. Ena openibia owo Jubilee House ho ne ho bon asemi mu na sa openi no anadwi asemi ba ese obrezi ne ho penina owo Jubilee House on your friend Captain Koda Mr. lend me your ears ewa ha asemi ba kwan ye fa so National Security Minister no ye kidnap no Another Chenya afi last week made a letter be ma NDC and John Dramani, an open letter to John Dramani Mahama any NDC. Tonight saying we have a letter to the NPP, and the possible comeback. A letter to the the same letter the governing New Patriotic Party and agree the letter be momo. Letter a dreadful letter pa very dreadful. It means some MPP mpenifo musuma mama somra and agree a packed to very packed. On say me show ni there me ba once every other day and two musa no. Now so me ba there reloaded na me dey brow e be go on e call. Folks, men say bre crack e fine e famura Ora blaster for some in Kanchiro. No, Oma who promise say. Oma promise say 2024 obeden edani de wunye siemu na so 2024 bebo ni pre akona homeji no obeden ubi two foundation make us 20th of December Unyambo Foundation. The reason is also because as I say now person the years and they be abeko so be na de ko jan esiso they be abeko ho bia na FG esiso FG a HS o mu de eduru akɔhye ho kaka boto bi si ho and try udi agra Christmas e ento obi be ko ato akene nti udi asase no jai ho asemka. Why? But I can promise you say between now and 30th to 31st you be drew 1st of January 2025 ubetimi to foundation. Now the reason why ubetimi to say me boaw enti unim sa asase litigation was jai to na bra me enko ora black asa wo so ye be boaw e me wetimi aden esi O2 foundation fe ora blaster for no kyerɛ sɛ asase no mu ne bebre wo mo office no wo kwa benya wo fence ofanko barrier here ofanko barrier ochina memene ochina Saturday but modern reach out to ora blaster it was 053 6176327 053 6176327 number the good screen is no utumi call mo office no mu kodi nkomo kwa o say Kweku Anan me say wo munya wo moa na yeden na nya asase ni bi wate family nko na woni ma de wo mbeboa mo wonya asase bi asase su bebre o ma spread no all over the capital ubenye bi kwa benya kaswa breku denchra ama saman ensa potiano asase su esoso papa 70 by 100 kesia na we see e dey na pese we see your dream house your pension house and up when you car crowd pese we see bia sa amanfo hotels here na say Airbnb a hospital na pese we go into real estate development ni na akwanya e wo ho me so nya kwadworo ye kanu tie na menye wusu na wo ben te say kokko sechi ochina emwa wate period na aka no na yemfanya foundation no na bibia nkoye anadwokra na obetimi esi sense asase no making electricity access water road network ni na ebi ye de koso nti anadwokra obetimi esi dan na ma de acha problem bi no me yi asase natural na wodi weni ahwe se di city. Take a listen to this.
Oro Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabenya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. Well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. Can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555. Visit our website at www.oroblackstarlimited.com. Oro Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great folks, welcome back. This is the Frontline, the nation's biggest investigative magazine show. Folks, asam kesie bi unity ba na ibi kure unity dada. Well, news coming from Parliament indicates government have shut down. The apocalyptic event comes following the minority refused to back down in their demand not to throw support to the majority in their last bid to waive taxes on 1D, 1F factories belonging to parties and cronies. Meanwhile, the clerk to Parliament, Cyril Insia tenure in office had also expired, although he is embarking on an effort to increase his security tenure in office. A bail under certificates of agency to secure his longer stay in office. And of course, from our intelligence sources indicate tension is said to be increasing, within the staff of Parliament. Folks, a very disturbing news coming. Indicates that government has shut it down. Mate. And I'm sure so all of you have heard this. Say, government has shut it down. Government has shut it down. Say, ebra menimu ka say about saying 700 government workers all over Ghana will not receive their salary from now till Assembly ye jeneseng aban no wo power no ese onye emwa 100,000 government workers 700,000 government workers across enya dia wombenya omaketua eno ye 1 2 government agencies ministries departments and agencies will not function due to government shutdown. Now such shutdown way comes following the minority for no refuse to back down in their demand to, as it were, not to support the majority for in their last minute bid to do all sorts of things. Now, majority for led by Kwame Afenyomakin, at the end on Pesomoye. And Nioma, one more person or parliament once on Makono, Kwekumi who be that. And you may be saying, one more person mokoto aircraft. So, a ship who said, dear Bill, and you know, and Nioma Cassia, aircraft, helicopters, a dear, including, say, they want to pass tax waivers on one FIA maybe who Exposé mammy. One more passes our taxes we na a waivers our taxes we free we and a more priority. Minority force no yam penny. And the minority force yam penny no. Majority force and a yen so yentiasie na yetiasie nso a enyeyi na yentimi so entiasie saa na minority for nso ene yenso yentiasie yenso yepese yetiasie nso a enyeyi enti afani na no womu na gina womu country kwa womu ye den eye tag of war they are pulling, and I'm sure many of you heard say womu pulia finally after the final pull no we now come a separate direction. Enti Parliament, sorry, and the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic. All the members in Obiako from various constituencies. Wamoko Ebra, one man ye say Jumawi. Emma, Ghana Jumayafo, I saw Munyo Maketua, Ediko Christmas Imukodino, Ubie Nyana Ketua. When we say that politicians say your money more or right? Criminal say, ye me can't movie say kweku a dambi na mabona meeting there be and yet be na meeting no maybe kweku me baby at na me to din e bi nso na obi so hwɛ me a na ntesa ana NPP, NDC, both women are coffee, abra, one more amfa Ghana Jumayafui, and show womu yam, womu belim, no menya I am shishen, womu I am shishe, womu belim, so no Ghana for cry bre, election is cry bre, into Anyano, I can track a cry, say the Ghana for Mume and Fema. Get ya. A son say, NDC for to know MPP for you, sir. I didn't mo pesa mo passing last minute na mo pesa mo passe sikebi ya de kototo aircraft, helicopter, say plane, say fighter jet, say VC-10, say ship, say drone so obi ntimi hu na we nso every hin afieni twemua. One must say as a science so then pass it tax waivers be was factory the factory see 3 solid years in you. One more trip your crime enough in your market. Nini dom. 10 men sabons munaka tax waivers see more passing it to say their monum tea and a coffee. Just like that. Namuria nama for in feature ho. Namone companies na de ya reho ne sem sa companies ni naranso no a number about 80 to 90% of the companies belongs to MPP, Star Wars and cronies. Enunti empenifo bi yesep sa companies mamon tran parliament ho na monye passage of this tax waiver, so no, it must happen at the various places now. Yede friend saying yede companies ne aircon at the district and municipal ho mumi yanko ni yankoshe for the purpose of clarity yankoshe say company A, company B, company C esi ha ebeye adwuma way no omo te parliament ho na omo ye se adwuma no mo te parliament ho sema ho chese mu nia dia mo be ya mo ho beto mo enkoa o ayam hihie bia ni mo eni ho ma mo ema Ghana for de bia mo yefunu mo nkoa as soon as Sabro Mina go back to their constituency, at least Anyano, Womu Kakra, Omude Kwakwa enjoy. What about the ordinary Ghanaian? Folks, ya na me kasa, na mama ye dibia kwadrin dream. Why? The better na me tie team to say them about me more dam o. Debi, me more dam. Me nu mi enu ye ntia. Okay? Better na kweku didi Ghana mpenimfo atem. No. Ene se wate. Se wo ye abemu eduma ani a kana se no so wo expect wo salary a mesra na ekobobosia na wunya sika bia amfe ni ubronya no Monday ubekwa eduma, Tuesday ubekwa eduma, ube break it Tuesday meboa eno ano kofie straight. Yakasa ye muntie obetra na ubedidi mi kwe ubedidi matam me yoden ubedidi matem me for what? Oh man, I ain't got no time for that. Udidi matam me no ho adaje o me ye me program ya me ko ebi ana me menya me kakra wo bi di akohwe me how far ana ye dwuma ne se be ya Ghana mpenimfo no a wo mo ya asomfo ma wo mo ya asomfo. They are supposed to serve you and I won't think be asinti. Okay. Eno danchen ya parliament won so are busy. Information e biom yetete wo ho a your intelligence sources no wo ho no ebieso ba no ano odin kire se ye ka say recruitment exercise kesiye pa so a ekoso e wo parliament house wonum nye easy. The shocking part of all this is appointments of all these new recruits are backdated to deceive the transitional team and I said the transition committee to create an impression that these people are already in the system. All right? One more creative, one more backdated. There. One more parliament, what did thou say? Transitional team no any muscle. Make us say they are all receiving salaries. In parliament, as some making, and I think say our honorable speaker Alban Kingsford Backbane, only the leadership of the Parliamentary Service Board, the outgoing clerk to Parliament, Cyril Isia Mebano so enche would have to answer some questions. Yeah, as I'm telling you, folks. Ano odin. Eso muyi ensembi ano. As we speak, we don't have a hanging parliament to be able. There is nothing like a hanging parliament. And will be the ababa ye dien. No. There be. And so the speaker Alban Backbane, any outgoing clerk, including the Parliamentary Service Board, would have to answer some questions on the above. Now, Joe, who applicants or more qualified? Tio, applicants are one more buyer for interview. No, one interview near interview ma. I dare chair near my appointment letter straight up. The course of Parliament one. Enti, make us say. The interview for the second batch of about 100 started yesterday. Enra yawo. Started 100 batch, second batch, 100 people were interviewed yesterday. Were interviewed. Started yesterday. And make us say, we are told that the interview is going up all the way up to the date 31st of December 2020. Not just in Yame 31st na Wombaye interview recruit women. So, and your only Bank of Ghana pay and recruitment Parliament House. And the President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Please take note of this. The transitional team moon taking note of this Parliament recruitment in Ghana's Parliament. The 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic may say recruitment a course to see a one more funny pa ya more appointment letter so mo meshisha ho. Yes. Very serious and very dangerous. Why must this be? Now, the Speaker, Right Honorable Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagbane, on the outgoing clerk, Ayora Cyril would have to answer questions. Now, my memory, the outgoing clerk, also. As I said in my news earlier, Sa Papa, Mumfa Nemra screen so. Cyril Insia, Aye. Na sesia no ye ka say on say parliament won ankasa no tsunami esi wo parliament na nya asem kito papa your desk screen is yeah Cyril, I know him very well. Wono eno ye clerk to parliament. Now what is happening is the tenure in office had expired and he has to make way for another person. Emma waba eye one Ebenezer Ahuma Jetro ono na neta monfa Jetro no so emra ono NSC a handover Jetro monfa Jetro meto so where you outgoing. This is the incoming, your friend is saying, the parliamentary service clerk onini Jetro nie ono so oba, but something funny is going on now. Sadena air question menti ase chreze. Right now, Cyril Insia is making very, some skirmishes maybe a warrior, quite pretty dangerous. Yeah. And we have all the intelligence about what he's doing. The warrior and say, or anything possible to secure the tenure in office. Why must he do that? Now, the canary bird, which is whispering, based on our intelligence covered, say, or per se or lobby some MPP penimfobi mo buano ma otumie or stay in office. No. Mr. Speaker, Right Honorable Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagbane, yes, Mama Cyril, Uncle Mujim. No. Papa, that screen is a CA. Every attempt to stay in office. Now, we should be or Mama's picture in that screen is for a while longer. Let me find your illustration. Now, as you look at the picture, the immediate left of Cyril Insia is the next clerk to parliament, and that is your friend is saying Ebenezer Ahuma Jetro. Oh no, we see the left. No, that is if you are watching from on the screen. The left, immediate left, the incoming clerk. Now, clerk, your two-way or bonnet tie, not tie, say blue black or say white shirty, any grey suity, and then a spectacle. Air for to be said. Netama so just say with this 60 years. He's quite a nice man, though, isn't it? 60 years, you know. Or per se, or sign ye bibia, said a bear obey stay our office. Now, Papaya or no obey, or no time as say so beshaw as a clerk, no, or no dear, suppose no, a bedding, a bebono. No, what after saying the tenure of John Mahama and Sana on no bedding, or beko retirement. Folks, we are saying yes, sir. And tonight, we are calling on the president-elect, John Dramani Mahama, and the transitional team, no, we're taking notes of all of this. And yeah, the papa, and say yes, so. No, Debbie. And say yes, so. Debbie. And we are also calling on the Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Alban Kingsford, Muma due process, administrative process should take place now. Because we are also learning through our canary bird. Just a tension is said to be on high, very high. Our parliament where just say enye asempapa, crack, enye asempapa. Just say parliamentary staff no, service staff no, womaye crowd say any time from now there's going to be a massive demonstration in parliament. Already in Ankasa Parliament, Parliament is sitting on a tenterhooks. There's a whole tension, both minority, majority, boxing, and a parliamentary service administration nankasanso and tukwa ebesimu because of the outgoing clerk who is refusing to go. Nenyoma sa outgoing clerk is or dia ni predecessors and nyasam keto. I know of one clerk bia na a friend of Mr. Ayimedu. Before Mr. Ayimedu 10 actual letter ama Ayimedu say Mr. Ayimedu should proceed on leave. And so many other stuff. No. Sarah Linsia, we have a lot of report on you. Now, I know you. We empese Frontline, yadi ni EBC Parliament service system no know. Until the Rebecca say, please make a way for another person to come so that decency, integrity, credibility of Parliament would continue to be personified. All right, great. Folks, until don't be see na nyoma air costono ye bi so kiremo a enko yie ye ka say ono ne tenwa in office a onyanko yo 250 people ye form more parliament house so ye ka say ya fe bi crowded the am appointment letters. Why adentia why Sri Lanka is trying to smuggle these people into parliamentary service adentia. Meanwhile, one more parliament is here due to lack of say two groups no enya enini. You know, this apocalyptic event okay all because of what? The majority for it really want to have their way. No man, it cannot work. Enye djuma. Enti yade sa news no be si ha na yahwe ni mebi. Okay, so that's about Parliament. We hope, sir, in the exercise in Parliament cease from Monday. Mr. Speaker, we are aware. So we need to and the outgoing clerk, no, we for secret way be so. A recruitment be rare if you ho. Into motion and so no, and day, emra to an end. So, folks, that's the news on Parliament as we speak tonight. Government have shut down due to minority and majority's inability to judge and then fine-tune on a compromise grounds, if you like, on a settlement grounds. Ma 700,000 government workers will be paid, including other essential state installations and institutions now function in this very holidays way because of what? Folks, a lot is coming. We don't be see for now. Now, Afiyemra, politics of today. Politics of today. Inti miwia afi mebe mamu the latest on the kidnap of the afi miwia memamu an open letter, dreadful open letter to the governing New Patriotic Party. Again, a letter. Brace yourself. But before, Ansani National Security Minister kidnapped. And then there is a top officer, you know, a high-ranking government official. Ewo Jubilee House or Assembly wo efa kidnapping. But then quickly, my info read the politics of today. Politics of today takes us to the just ended election 2024 and issues coming up. Now, tonight, we take a look at something horrible happened at Ifija-Kwabre North during the voting period. Adebi siwo Ifija-Kwabre North ebra ne ye to abanu. Adebi siwo na edebe na esiye. Na wehu wate ho asem edebe ya. Me pese wo hwe mfoni na obi se we na esiye wo elections ni mu. Adan mu kwaye de wo kwayem. Wo kwaye de wo ho. Folks, take a listen to this. Watch it closely. Take a listen.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is what has happened in the Ifija-Kwabre North. The member of parliament and his tax had these boxes stuffed with ballot papers, and this and many other ones that we have discovered that they tried to inflate the figures with. This is what they've done. We have come to find it in a bush here. This is how somebody who call himself an honorable member who doesn't want to be defeated has decided to do in a Furiakwa North. This is a farmer who saw it this morning and called us to come and have a look at it. This is unfortunate. The MPP have done so many the electoral rules of this country, and this and many other ones they have done. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate.
And they see what quite really quite more. Mudi kwesi e gidien bal e wo kwayem ho e gidien. Again, this time before voting, something also happened, very untenable also happened at Okaikwe South constituency. Edian e si Okaikwe ho eye mame is it Dokua the constituency. Is it Dokua, I guess, yeah. Dokua. DNA course one the constituency and send a beto abano. Wait there before a beto abano. Dakwa new Dakwa new my yeah. DNA see wo. A DNA sadness for SAC. Politicians DNA mo hanipa adwen e wo memu say reduce our politics way. This enviable politics way into mebao AU ECOWAS the international bodies Abogana Baso, at least for what we've done so far. But why do you continue to all this into our body politics? For what? I don't know. Now you see, Enrich Joy FM. Now on why your self-admission be say yes. All the untold hardship eba o musu narano self-inflicted them simbo kwamena why are there say what do you now you have reduced politics to nothing except to call it a rag to mop the floor or may obi wonim die kakra no pese o de besom ne man no this a sum no besom o man no obetua bribe e de magane ne they would have to pay you and I bribe for us to take the bribe and sana ye the 2 million man. So what it means is say onyama ya bribe ni wie na ye the bribe na ultimately we compromising me no mienu. So me no mienu all that we have to do is say we are bribe taking and we have to give him or her the power. Again invariably if he takes the power after betra kunwa no so a de ope e no de be ye me no mienu. Ti de make ni enti ye beto ba na politicians na ba ni the normal all sorts of goodies na mu di America na ma kwakwaji jimie ukwaji wia na fi 4 years na omani nko ya na we be ni so journalist for no so ai na se mu bodero omani nko yie omani nyese sa won enko yie na wote okan kwei sa to ho ensam fun na wodi wo ho meanwhile enipa no wo ba be di wanim no unnim ni nipa takes to drive the constituency or so to beba constituency. Meanwhile, our members of parliament are not responsible for development in our constituencies. No, they are lawmakers. Na debia making we are na me de beni ebesi hwan national and education sir maduma ne say obi te ho every month ye tua ne kanu we di ni free. O my kidney we yo na sadia ne say obeko no akọ che Ghana for say do Ghanaians stop burdening your members of parliament because they are not responsible for the development ewo mainstream and the narrative has changed. And then whether we like it or not, members of parliament are responsible for what? Road construction ewo mainstream. Members of parliament are responsible for what? Construction of school. Members of parliament are responsible for giving them diaries. Members of parliament and sawabo and all sorts of inquasia semwa kwaku medwe ho a mentiase na ahyase ni nie ye de bedru ye bedu na mu behu bebi oman ni bedru ate hwe de esi was our constituency. Take a listen to this.
Hello. I'm not saying you. We are bishop. C'est pas les barons. Matakosa. Hein?
So da kwa new man ne constituency ni then na hu ye so enya politicians nkwa na kwaku meba be attack omo yeah politician de ono na dwen se oman na ye na ye de tie ka oman ni ye na ye de a ena ono politician adwen se as long as oman ye de a no wono waye no huti so wifo bible say wo bae no obekum no wawia na wase yesa we hu say number 1 wadwene mu wo ha we hu say wadwene mu ha eti in order say all pay to me no ese odidi wadwene ho no odu wura dada mu obet dada enti wama hwenioma na esusu omuti so say de ben o say machine wash mintimi say sewing machine o say de o na nneoma bi ti say nnuane a bag of rice. Oh Ghana for we are so cheap. Ghana for we are so nneoma maami we ototo de ma Ghana for shop omani mo de gira ho so cheap. Meanwhile the same Ghana for we are woma be gira no mo ye de etuetu nipa so. Look at them, so cheap, pickable, so shameful. Ukona politician no watoto bags of rice, all sorts of goodies. No media Google no ne ya senipa lie. Brana beji just say Jimmy Adwene a wo Ghana for bebre ya adwene so me dwi hu kwaku mintumi ntia se ne mewie makamasem enu so efri hin wan kwaji we ana anya dai what inti come nyansa kakre ni Ghana for ni binim mutrim se saade na wo kwa akoye no e kire se waton tumi no e de ama no nti wo wi abetimi bi se na asembei wo wi a enu nti ne politicians no aye so emboldened no matter ne akronfo criminals thieves and rocks no mu ye den area o man no ye wie so a ne ya yaba ne ye sia sa yen distribute nyoma Emma Ghana for ansa ne akoto aba sa de we ehye nipa huye kan yo nanso Ghana ye si enyan afi de kosoro to the sense even television ye koto to TV da kon no da ho no we nioma da kon che enioma da kon o che ne consistency nim be bi ekodo so ewini o so owini o I think said that consistency is still in limbo. Oh, she lost and lost miserably. So no, just the entire apocalyptic defeat of the NPP. No, man. Me who be that? The catastrophic nature of how NPP's, victory hits the iceberg, not the tip of it. Now you can see, the NPP need a live oxygen to survive. Afiyenhwe, the two most Mohammed's West seen before, during, and after elections, 2024. The two most enemies, worst enemies, seen before, during, and after elections. Womi nipa benya. Mami you omuncho. Na sha dia womote ho omoye omo. Omo say den. Take a listen to them.
Messi, nobody will take that away from me there. Mukoko Musi, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will win the 7th December Oyememinde elections. He is going to win. There's no going to be any second round. He's going to win.
Straight from UK onto the phone. I mean, how can we on earth say that we are not benefiting from digitalization and technology? So, Mama, how can you convince me that it is that's wasting his time talking about digitalization?
You are not MP.
Abba.
What?
Abba. What are you talking about? Fact is.
Messi, nobody will take that away from me there. Mukoko Musi, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will win the 7th December Oyememinde elections. He is going to win. There's no going to be any second round. He's going to win.
Straight from UK onto the phone. I mean, how can we on earth say that we are not benefiting from digitalization and technology? So, Mama, how can you convince me that it is that Baumia is wasting his time talking about digitalization?
You are not MP.
Abba.
What?
Abba. What are you talking about? Fact is.
So, the last person or Kasa, ye two abani ape and no started to all play the usual gimmicks, trying to, fantasize this, and we could share John Mahama and we could share Sedun Kitty and Mania de Papa, we could quite do. So, what shall Quanya? Kwaku, Anyu Odo Oho, a Quanya, what they the National Democratic Congress NDC, Afaso, John Mahama, you'll be shocked. Maybe we are saying, Chirani Nipa, we nyatrum and Yesuba Papa, but a soon sumwa adokore a before so much. They say one of the toughest ailments, Yarie Bakua, before ye Yarie Pa, how we are say, there be a Riensua near the aqua saw them, or China and your Chineti, ye aqua saw them. Ye kotra saw them. Yarie baku a year before a nyatra. Adebie no akweku ayido 1 year to tarnish the image of John Dramani Mahama and some Star Wars in the NDC. Meanwhile, NDC ni pawo. Diebenti. Because of what? Edru Babino. The governing New Patriotic Party was trying to find any way means possible to use Kuku Aido Sebin Predviasa. President late Evans Fifia Tamil se wu. Mabebia wo wonu so a ni nanu a ebusuafo eko ye kohwe ni aye den asefo no. And also becomes the subject matter of what Meli Tibida. All because of Kuku Aido. Ebra John Mahama wini ya pe yehu ase Kuku Aido ni nam mfikyire bi minima de okoye wo mfikyire ho ni nam ho sa bo akompe sa to sa gre o si hey wa render deben na ono TV ni so work no. He is accusing John Mahama say John Mahama epeso o kire say candidate Baumia ni digitalization including diebe no se John Mahama ka se mfaso ni hu dia and onye steady because one o receive sika a free Londoner a dem straight away se digitalization o kan se diebe app minim app ko a na o de ka ho asem se ma ho party twa wo furu ma wom e dru baabi no it's as if Koku Anyido was on what he called trade secrets espionage with the NDC for he was doing what he called trade secrets. And the MPP finds solace in what Koku Anyido was doing, and they were very comfortable. And then, well, and then former president, Ajakum Kofo Buni baby, ni hu Buddha, or said, we are better off to be in a party as obedi watch my wom cry, and you watch my wom say party number power than dear Ben Bibi, I mean, who kada? They are making us here. Koku Anyido. What the NDC for any die ye John Mahama be ye any the next person and papa no friend said the other guy and my friend is saying what no they say so Alote Jacobs at least ye na ye nim wo kwan bebre so Alote Jacobs has benefited from the NDC so wild and overwhelming but Edru Babia Alote Jacobs will not even be bothered say no open declaration. Ne wakwa siki alliance. Wakwa siki alliance with the political adversaries. No mako tre Peace FM. No mu. Wabe yomwa. And they say finally or the better Peace FM. Or say John Mahama, oh we need that. And so we are say, yes say. When somebody or that name will say, and I'm kind of simple. So, no, this is John Mahama. Afisha, fertilizers meant for farmers packed at Yellow Crobble, and other places are being evacuated to unknown location after NPP lost election 2024. Wale, Yako Pake. Fertilizers eguho, Yellow Crobble fertilizers eguho. For whatever reason, MPP lose power. One of the trucks ekoguho load fertilizers in edeko. Can you imagine? Woman ko load in edeko. Na fertilizers money may be a free buy. Fertilizers Ukraine wa na modia ye enyom any chorus ni Christmas carol air tour Russian Ukraine war. And no nama aben wentimi anye economy ni ye Russian Ukraine war and then say for no fertilizers no be brief Ukraine akromfo ewudifo and abrabafo ayarefo Ukraine and the fertilizers ni free buy ebra mu lose power no ape now you are packing all the fertilizers into a truck to an unknown location. Why must this just adding folks? Watch this.
This fertilizer is here. No. We are too wicked in Ghana. All this were there when farmers were struggling to get fertilizer. And all this was locked in one warehouse in Parliamentary under the investment facilities. All these fertilizers too bad. Struggle to get fertilizer.
When you look up on you, fertilizer warehouse, you're election, you know. Every before, I'm moving to standing in our call. I'm moving to drip another, drip and so and free yellow if you are correct. And I'm loading fertilizer and boom. I'm moving say, I'm moving for baby, I'm moving so I'm moving. Yes, you're moving, I'm moving over we are. Fertilizers, no, and Ghana government, yeah, I'm moving over we are. Now they are more farmers, no. Yeah, we are amateur season, so anti fertilizer, no. Yeah, this is falling. You die, You know, you're impounding fertilizer and then we're out. You're better move and go baby. You're on the go. We are now. I teach my farmers. You know, you're my town season. Yeah, to me, farm fertilizer and copy beer. You're going to fertilizer and that to warehouse. Fertilizer and the government, Ghana government beer. And you are impounding. No, they are not taking any fertilizer anywhere. They are not taking any fertilizer anywhere.
Who be says fertilizers normally quay him. Some NPP sympathizers, as I speak, and supporters have fallen sick after NPP's lost in election 2024. Bebre yare, me who be that election ba kupa mukoyo. Bebre yare yare did a dem. Wamu did that a dem yare yare. Yare afa bebre num sabri ameno kase. Nim sentia na eyam na just say enti couldn't you see the signs on the wall? Say no. NPP na mu be lose elections no. Mentias you. Timami, listen to her.
One man people for every year lose my yellow days. Me yame corporate let me you and one my yellow days God have 3 days minidi me yamo jamas at 3 days nanado one man people for every year lose my yellow days. Me yame corporate let me
from MPC Dinum. Now my Yakuku drop a to Abafon. I am boldly and confidently telling you today. Sawutuaba, a mistake no and to a Makanaja power. Opposition is just staring at you. If you say, Ghana for your marketing. In 2024 election, I welcome. MPP lost that election in 2022. I repeat, election 2024. MPP 4, we lost the election in 2022. Why? Embrace no, my businessmen, all the way to tomato seller, Esikashi Yano, Ghana for Muwagin. Emra middle class 4 atop bombs, Emu Musikashi. You have 15 years. Oma from Wagon. I'm not pension for Esikashi. Oma from Wagon. Anytime Bia or Minum Bedna. Ghana for your Maginus or Moncasarum. Roma from Wagon.
When one can't tell them, who catch them? Yes. John Dramani Mahama also predicted a number of his parliamentary seats after the elections. This is what he said. John Mahama also predicted. Abraham Beto Abeno also predicted the number of parliamentary seats on Ubenya, even though we had not, voted yet. How did he put it? Listen.
Almost say majority. What they mean to abani who parliamentary resource now? Who say ampa NDC na majority. na omo yembra parliament embetrase enhwehwe nyoma mu 12 days to election was the enjoy campaign yembra parliament omo de omo pa omo ko NDC yanko parliament bia yeto abani wie na omo hu omo smoothness level a ehon ye bebie parliament ndenye na yakọ
Mama so predation or the buy no. Yeah. And the two abani we and so na ne predation age na saying. What did you kind? Or say ya two abani we are. Ya two we and abani to saying. Now Supreme Leader John Dramani Mahama is the Supreme Leader of this nation, whether we like it or not. Yeah. The commanding lead in the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic in any time soon, which will take place. Yeah. But before Meko break no, Meko break about you go Trinidad. The team are President-elect John Dramani Mahama while launching an air Operation Recover. Is it Recover or no? Team no ebe boedwuma papa. Yes. Me say Operation Recovery Aura ebe yedwuma pa unprecedented, colorful. Womu gusu nine fantastic guys. And shall see free me big brother COP Kofi Boache, solid guy. Then the lawyer among the team, Martin Pegbu, very good guy. Then 2 investigative guys, the committee, Samuel Okujato Ablakwa, and then the investigative journalist on board, Raymond Archer, very solid guys. Very, very solid guys. Ombe Yejuma. Now it's beginning to sound as though Sa Ejuma Kwe but some elements within the governing circles are being threatened by the appearance or the existence of the group. Hey, Ena Ora Daniel Domlevo and Sokaho, very good guys. I say ni pebiyam eshiwom, yeah. The 5-member squad. When we are sharp, very sharp guys. Asemu besi Ghana, yeah. Asemu besi. But some members in the governing New Patriotic Party, Ayam Eshishwam, Mika say, Ebinu Kra started say, Omo call Latre, Ebinu visit Latre ho. Omiyam Shishwam. The Aka said, don't know about the teacher to Tovilem, Quay Meslim, Mipom, and Yam. Ne Quay be say, Munya be Jane, then I'm saying, Mamunyane. Now we are learning, say, Oman Penny, His Excellency Adodan Kwakufuado. Nemano, so mu kunumo, so mo boyfriend so, said yo. One mu use my one de kwaye project bi ni ade ade no. Ye hwehwe mu ebisa o masamwa, emrantie no do mo ho akawira. Papam o matito wirem, kwayem edwane ko. Enya president Mano ne mano now for so many boyfriends so say girlfriends so me I don't know. You hear what you na just settle away pa away umu edwane. Na assembly abeda hon say anio it's as though Baomoban they are coming is on the path of say National Cathedral into the Moba. We are papa. Look at Ghana and Mintini Pebiasio. Now what you are saying? 58 million United States dollars, a whooping sum of this quantum of money, have been dissipated from the taxpayer seeker. All right? Hey, now Ghana fought to said no, there must not be any on this apocalyptic national cathedral. How? Hedienti. Na kusibu atenti ho. Kusibu atenti be fa ne ho adi. Obedi di na wanom. Na watren odwen ho. Sa wo. We were told that the cathedral no a national pledge me kakra na makadodo. It says Ghana for nyanim. President Akufo-Addo be ka kire Ghana for no ne national ne pledge ne dwuma ne baby. A wone onyankopon eko apam ene obeye eba ne sen ye menu mi ye taxes sika eko room whooping sum of saying $58 million eko room. Why must Ghanaians, why must our taxes suffer in that apocalyptic cathedral? Why? How? Now we see operation recovery omkoye hu adwuma ewurade Yesu sa ohun mom nkoye mu adwuma hwe enyoma ebesiri including money laundering bibia information flow no, the chain, the pipe, the conduit, the floodgate will be a fakọ. Yes. Folks, now, we are also learning, say, enipebi keka say, President-elect John Dramani Mahama, onhwe na enche ejina tu okuo no, yemfa obanka Mr. President Mahama. Se obetie mi anadria, sorry. Please don't listen to those calls. Minim say President's special aid, Mame Joyce Bauer, Madam Joyce Bauer, me pacho, with the greatest of respect. Do not say no influence biabe come say mode oba ekoka said ejinatoko. I have my reason for this. I'm not going to tell you the reason, but me say mamunfa oba enkoka side ejinatoko no. Allow the 5-member team to work. They are all men. Allow them. Let's stop. It's so ridiculous. It's so absurd. Listen, mamuma yembeye bibi sa gender. Gani yeni abriu. Eni bria abria yadeko the success journey no. And yet, listen, the race is not for the swift. No. It is not for the swift or for the weary. Okay? Tiasima make a choice. Mami Joyce Bauer. I know, sir, some people are putting pressure on you to advise John Dramani Mahama. Namodi Oba Eba Munyai. Media, Samodi Oba Minister Meshramo. But I'll come and tell Ghanaians. I'll come and tell Ghanaians the debacle of this group, which will soon, rather later, will be in the making. Modi Oba Beka. Mobia Mekan Jeremy women are also very good when it comes to intelligence and spying. And I said, no, you know her, and yet for that, women can go, move to me the manner called national security, the BNI, acquire espionage and spying and those. No, not this group. Sa group we a group any break any ahukeka womu be yeduma no. And yet sa kwan no na ese mode emma be hihiem. No. We don't need any woman in the Operation Recovery or a group. No, Mr. President Mahama, so do not listen to that call. No, stop it. Stop all this kind of gender. Stop it. Hey, you're rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Allow the 5-member team to work. Yeah, team no. But I tell you what. And I know maybe some of them may know. I mean, somebody like Raymond Acha, who is my brother, I know he knows some of the things. Yeah? There's a whole grand agenda. In the scheme of things, there's a grand conspiracy even to have some of the members on this group. One person me day. One more what's the word Ben America cry? Just say Munim the about Ghanaian. Me say ye nipa boni ama mi hu ye ni yesu nipa boni semda. Me say a group of people are ready taking care. They want to take care of them before they even start their job. Oh yes. And in between time one best start to medjuma no e binom so a conspiracy on person me den. Here if care is not taken, they will implicate some of the members before even they will start their work. Modi oba Mami Joyce Bar, Mr. Stay away from this. No, Mr. Mahama and all the group mpenifo amu NDC mu. Mo hwe na man fa oba ankoka ho. No. And simple ma metete na anu ya, some of them I find it hogwash and absolutely balderdash. Somebody was asking, where are they going to draw their money? Omu hemfa na be you omenye sika na free hemfa. Na me hwe dem se wo sinu ni na ye bekwa akwoju o misika dia babehwe. Ghana for do be ankwa sia keka no ya na edoso. Some of them is so it's like a foolish talk. Edi asembe nie. Na what ho say a 5-member committee obi business to sit and grasp and make noise. Say where are they going to take their money from? I know you're there. So our 5-member team we sikase ya no mbedi wo mo kwa koye adwuma na unte ka se bi se ye de nam em ye di nam unte enti Nathan Kofi Boache rem enti mo allowance em mo de ye adwuma na mo bi sase ne budget ye sen yente ha ena kisie jabe wakototo bulletproof cars enem ni ade na ne budget ye sen enti we num a 5-member committee who tell my company na heading. And so the huge quantum of money and no nipa bi awia e de kogu amano ne ye nwe anu ho sika no a ye de bema emrantie mo mo de aye adwuma no e obi nkunta a ote ho no wobu foolishness stupidity keke. Meanwhile they also want them to work to recover all the properties being looted by criminals, rocks, thieves. When we are Sanyomano, and you'll be and so any just say Sanyoman and co. And you'll be so yaus ye recover Sanyoman. You better than recover. Folks, Mammy call short break me back. National Security Minister kidnapped and won some 150 recruitment from National Security to the Apex Bank of Ghana, the central bank. And once some coming shortly at your door. Stick and stay. Don't you flip the dial. I'll be back.
Our Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabenya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Densera, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great folks, welcome back, and of course this I welcome all of you to Ghana Speaks Extension. Now, maybe the National Security Minister kidnapped and Captain Kodan 77, but before my main presenting letter we Emma NPP, a letter to the NPP and the possible comeback. On last week Friday, the Frontline wrote an open letter to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and outlined 3 fundamental keynotes. Mobakaya, last week Friday, and I presented NDC for letter no edema wonum. And I dream ye de be so ma eye NPP for. Muntie letter we ye modia. Tonight we have same letter for the governing New Patriotic Party. But before commencement, I speak on behalf of Ghanaians who are looking forward to public rendition of accountability of Akufo-Addo's stewardship, and Mr. President, this is non-negotiable. Your Excellency, noted. And I agree. Me the MPP for letter ne be mawom. Nemo me say so ejina on behalf of Ghana Fobi anemu se. On my penny elect Ghana for pesi ehwe se anio what the accountability, probity and accountability ye NDC for mon nyoma moto no. Probity and accountability be ye dwuma anytime from now, which is operation recovery loot now while launching. Ni bre woman nye ni breketo a. Who say letter na me de ma NDC for me can say John Dramani Mahama, the legacy obejama NDC one. And your legacy be our part 24-hour economic ramon for engagement. The legacy in the business anchor for 5 years. So I'm telling you. Now, young Koswe, tonight I am baffled, speechless, hearing in NPP are now talking. But the question remains: if NPP had lost these elections, will those elements be talking now? Adebi oma ama sesi amia na maye confused na menum kasa krato. Say NPP for no kasa, they are talking. They are talking because they lost. Why NPP is talking now? Nene mi bisa mo say enti se mo luzu abanwa NPP, would you be talking by now? Secondly, the things they are talking about it today. If they knew about it yesterday, why didn't they talk about it yesterday but talking about it today? There may be some MPP for ne say, and you ma sha si amuka ho asem sabriwe. Na munim sa de no na no a, adan na manka ho asem na no na mo ka ho asem ene. You know the things you are talking about. Check it. All the social media MPP platforms, womu radio and womu television, they've subjected those platforms for all such discussions. My issue is, why didn't you talk about it yesterday and now? Tonight, we are going to lay the bare facts. Some of the negative energies, negative what? Energies led to defeat, or if you like, the apocalyptic defeat of the NPP in the just ended elections. And I do ye no many be actually and Nioma and Nam Swa NPP for a guam who enim ase. Oma guam who enim ase. In Ghana's political space, being Sada, dreadful defeat. The cataclysmic of their defeat is untenable. Meaning why? But first, let's identify them by their names. And indeed, if you plug out arrogance, impunity, and abuse of rights, every moi, and your man MPP for a leader or defeat me be bubu bi so achero. Chese, wo yi ni me bi say ahomomaso ahomomasuo ashe MPP for no ma enianso ho kasa eni can say eni bria mode sisa nioma wo yesa nioma efiri mu a enioma na mu defeat no ede bae no ma me mubo bi su nkyerem ensha se free one human element we figured out is why it's your chairman wound to me of Ashanti region. Yeah. Peter MPP ama munime guasi sabri ne kase no ba ko de nam no so defeat ne ba na maboni din a kire no. Chairman wound to me of Ashanti region. Anyway, number 1. Number 2. NPP hide behind the chorus of quote the Russian-Ukraine war unquote. Whilst Ukraine in the midst of the war continue to produce 56% of the global consumable oil. Whilst you were singing the Russian-Ukraine war, in the midst of the war continue to produce 56% of the global consumable oil. Mo say the money me guasie. Despicable people. Mote hanwa na moto sa anyom no ekire Ghana fo no. And I muntimi developing economy is because Russia-Ukraine war. Russia and Ukraine were far away, million miles away from here. Na mo de sa anyom no to gu Ghana fo asum. Ebra mo tuni na anso no sa o man no ye friend mo produce 56% of the global oil. See, meanwhile, the Russian government, led by Rasputin, continue to shell Ukraine with all kinds of weaponry, Tomahawk, cruise missiles, and so no more produce. Africa, located in the middle of the world, so offensive weapons and guns and all blazing. Yet Ukraine was producing that consumable oil for you and I. Fertilizers in Guasifo. Now, Afi Yemra, number 3. Questions remain. Afi me the questions to Hamamo. Questions remain. How many times did we hear a significant number of members of parliament belonging to the ruling government, including the party general secretary, Justin Kodua, made it known the president should shuffle the government, plus the former finance minister, and then, Yebebisa, what did the president do? Mante, early January of this year, about 90 members of parliamentarians belonging to MPP, Eba Bontin say, hey, Mr. President, so when you finance minister name free wa government business to a halt. Yante, Mante, another Chenya, party ni general secretary Justin Kodua. Wa meken we enya asum say President Akufo-Addo so a reshuffle. Ni na kosi saying, what happened? Do you know the effect? As adene edeba mo party ni so. Yankwe. Moreover, it is politically incorrect for a party to disown the government. Therefore, the party general secretary can only speak but cannot act. Obashane say here, Kodua, the obetumi ayan so obetu abanefo. But what it is politically incorrect for a party to disown the government. No, even though or although party no ene dey aban no ebae, but party no ontimi disown government and on this associate no entimi nsi. E dey asam na yante. MPP mperinfo wa parliament so omu tie tua. Se President Akufo-Addo yi ni nua ne dia on be grand government abafom. Ye wo na Justin Kodua so ba say o man peni be reshuffle no ne ade ni na ekusi sen anyedwa o man peni ye na dwen say o ye the sole president and we ye tintinintia ye ka asem a eye President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo onte your pen we enenzo e wo be kofie akokuremu an wo be kofie wo hwenim guase a wagede ama ne party no ene ono ankasa. He will go as a former president in very shameful and in grand style. Number 4, question did the party handle the exit of their stalwart? Who is this person? Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen, following an internal party primaries. More handle is saying Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen prior to my internal primaries. And where then we're parking hunkuku nkaka MPP more handle na mo visa easy sa on na mo anu oh say bi mu kra ba ye ebe ke kamadwene kire Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen oh he should on fa na asem nko no na emfa mo ho na mo anu a ahomaso arrogance to the highest order na emfa mo ho yeah mo anu and then so. Number 5, question remain. How did the party figure out and handle the Achim caucus collateral damage caused to the party? More handle the saying Achim for na wo good party ni mu no. Bonini Samonia. A lies of wine. Nana Santi bedi etuo sesi as waye funeral so waye den yo. Gabi Asarochre Daku. Ken Ofori enata ekani din ho. These are the Achim caucus nimnia de ebi keka ho ba wo de ma minyira he ya. Hwe bonini Samonia. Wonu ma die nipa e wo party ni mu. MPP foi. Mo ye ma de na hu hia se mo be ka ho asem. Anana san krofoi abeye de ben ya Frankenstein monsters in your party into mo ka ho asem a enye yie. Ene mo ne. Number 6, question remain. How did the party evaluated the propaganda, lies, inconsistencies, falsehood by candidate Alhaji Mahamadou Bawumia during the campaign rendezvous? And also more handle the same. Movie is a Ghana for you, Jimmy. Yenimi yo. Aha, the American number 6. Here me papa. She entro na Bawumia penimuwe doctor wu. Na Bawumia jina campaign platform so a. Tesa won fa Ghana for nya hwe se entro anape wiane anadwo Bawumia di ntro di yedi amefi de Ghana for etu Bawumia din se oye bawolaya aden na ni nyara no MPP mpenifo sasa tesa as long as Bawumia will continue to lie, will perpetuate falsehood, inconsistencies, propaganda, no the paper, he will lie through to power. It was okay for the MPP. How did you evaluate this? More evaluate, Sadi was saying, na easy, na okay, mamo, na esefatamo. Sa Number 7, question remain. How did candidate Bawumia evaluated his religious principles and practices which adversely in conflict with other religious bodies like the traditional worshippers? Say a politics inti emfa ho. Right? Bawumia face a politics ni ye now so Bawumia peu on peu who free esumbim esum na wo mu no. There is something that runs conflict with your son. Muslim for Ebeka said, Muslim for asore akoye de obe. Nanso se ubewura abosomfie no eye haram. Eye haram and it's against the Islamic principles and practices. Yet because of politics, Bawumia wouldn't care. MPP for mo evaluate is hard way saying Bawumia was just moving through and fro everywhere. Baby anoko. All because of what? Bawumia was ready to defile. He was ready to defile the principles and the practices of his religion, and he will never be bothered. In the name of what? Politics and power. Number 8. Question remain. How did the governing New Patriotic Party evaluated the choice of candidates Bawumia against the backdrop of his lineage that can be traced to one of the protracted conflict in the country? Saying, mo evaluate Bawumia ne candidate ano mo evaluate ni saying say ora Bawumia hey MPP for minim de na hamo mo ntrase na mo misa mo sa asem we say ora Bawumia comes from one of the protracted conflicts that has worried the consciousness, the integrity, and the credibility of this nation for God knows more than saying a quarter of a century. Namukuyi candidates manaba. Some candidates, mukoyinwa. We can trace the background of this candidate from that conflict zone, and you were not bothered. You were not so concerned about this. Baumia, eye Mamprusi. Not the Mamprusis and the Kusa for Ghana has spent considerable millions and billions on this conflict. Ghana's international partners continue to ensure that the Boko conflict will become a thing of the past. And still, MPP4, you did not see the adverse effect of bringing a candidate from one of the conflict zones. In other words, prior to the elections, how many days, weeks into the elections, what happened? All those lunatics who were there and were clapping, oh, candidate Baumia, even cry. There are still MPP people out there still yearning and campaigning for Baumia in saying 2028. About down for change him. Come on, go and change Baumia. I'm not talking about the personified Baumia, no. But there's so many factors. If I really want to sit down and analyze it, but this is my portion. How can you bring a candidate to the conflict zone? Namunim dia Boko crisis na eyo me. Munim e car Ghana yebo e Boko conflict no home. Namunko yi obi medi say ye beto aba me ka kire won. I told you people say bibia me ka bia sa bem. Me ni atro da. Ye beto aba how many days, weeks? Na Boko conflict and many Muslims say bam, there was a sporadic gunshot. How many people? About 18 plus more were killed, were shot and killed in cold-blooded. Boko, DNAC and the data wait, very latest pictures. There was a whole lot of movements within, in and out of Onwankasa Baumia Krome. Meanwhile, MPP for them family, you were not even 1 minute security conscious. Your intelligence agencies couldn't even write a report to tell you, no, the candidates of Baumia poses a lot of security risk. Because Ghana's international partners, I was dealing with some of the top international partners within the intelligentsia who were say, what is wrong with this party people? Boko crisis nipe no emu ena mokofa obi edeba se ombedi monim ada mabobo damu ana yare na mo yare mamenfa last one is you. Number 10 question remain, how did MPP prior to elections evaluated the Galamsey crisis? Ibizam Galamsey crisis, no evaluating is saying, Namu nim say Bahamuana. There be Namu who is Pronoa air some more. Inti Moswa, we share a unimoa document near the 2 January, a year events, a Japadia document na aka second one, Namu near break Galamsey, and when I say wound to me, yeah, no, I bet TV so, ni TV so, crassism. Want to me, no, the gold bars, abetna television, open television, brandishing gold bars, and he was just in front of him. Ahumo maswo, akakabensam, and yanson, and nikasafi, and famo, mwana. Meanwhile, gold na no brandish or TV, so on when him say no. President Akufo-Addo, you catch and say, o party chairman or Washington region. That low IQ guy, no? Huh? What a quiet more A to gold. And to Shana come was, oh, President Akufo-Addo Babe defended. Come also be bearded Naquem, Bonibia Ninaquem, Bonibia NC, or you need to come. Won't to me? I do on the bayo. May say, I do on the bayo. tese wuto wirem villa na wusi okumaso na amafo a radio wo mbetwe wirem se kwaye bi kumase de wire nya na kwaye so nya na tese wuti fam sa no ano no away pa away ko aya ade omde be yew wuntumi nnote ho no mumisa mo ho galamsey fight Moses sa soldier for the kogu ho na mo da Ghana for. Open letter to the MPP. Ahana mede mo besie. All right. Okay. Afiyemra National Security Report no so. Folks. Answer na ebeba so no. Answer na ebeba letter no so no. On the 13th of December 2024 year, the National Security Minister was abducted or kidnapped of the government building. Yachin Kandapa Kwashe edem 3 solid hours. Another Kenya, high-ranking government officials with the niti will nom. Interior Minister Henry Kortenum no kika hon were manhandled seriously by operatives of the national security against the backdrop of womusika aka impenifuiho that the National Security Minister Kandapa knows about this. The National Security Coordinator Edward Kweku Asumeni knows about this. The President is aware of this. Kweku Asumeni no dahon. One day, I said, "Omo can say me manasum nwene kura." Say me manasum nasum nwene kura. Nasum bedwe no enche. We have a question for Onze. They are trying to cover up everything. Jubilee House, one person to avert some kind of embarrassment. The whole nation, National Security Minister, Yachina ko shed them 3 hours, no shed them. And then it took the CDS to come. The Chief of Defense Staff. Now, Anadria Pesi Bisa Penny bi or Jubilee House. Penny or Jubilee House, your friend, Captain Koda, Monfanemra. Captain Koda. Captain, ye Pesi Bisa wasem. Monfa Captain Kodamra fast and sorry so. Now, Captain Koda and what that's one. Captain Koda or relative President Akufo-Addo one way. Yes, or related or any in-law. Women are good. Ha and some be ho. See a bisa Captain Koda asem. Sir, Captain Koda, respectfully. Ayanekure. Sir, what for me security company bia? Sir, security company no. All this group here were captured in the BNI reporting. Air Delta Force, any invisible force. What do we know about the good security company no so? Enti aketiana ese ba. Sir, emranti hono. Say ba wo company no answer na wetu omka ne kra say nya ne kra just come ubetimi abaye ha be dinner and ubetimi asend a message say nya ne kra. We just want a clarity to this. Ne kra say Captain Kodai, what is security company sir company whichever of the pay tell say that civil force for aketua 8,000 Ghana cedis. According to report, the BNI or NIB report just said, you're shorting you, I'm saying 7,000 Ghana cedis. Any more 1,000 cedis. But that means 7,000 equal dimping in Fobiho. Yeah, but see a business Captain Koda and the Cressa who company. And Sam Rantiano who company in the air front to Emma Sam Rantiano. You know, on the face of national security, and a tell us, come and tell the world, and Yanakra. And the crime saw me whom was him and one. Yes. Into question your Captain Kodanon. But we are following this case with a keen interest. Iranum, emunsem ehu papa. Then I catch my chance and say, on Monday, Nyame Adoma, national security video footage ya intercept here. Enipa bi parki sika in boxes. Ede kwa sheka anim no mede akọ. Okay. Afi yemra sa report we kwanya national security for edi nipa makumako 150 edi omokwa akọhye Bank of Ghana from national security. Reason no ubeti wo document them. I say currently the country's consumer inflation, which rose for the second month in a row in October to 22.1% year on year from 21.5% in September, has consequential disparate conditionalities, has not abated insensitive recruitment into the Bank of Ghana despite headwind, fiscal challenges forecasted. Report within the National Intelligence Bureau indicate 150 unauthorized persons into Ghana's foremost financial institution, the Bank of Ghana. The recruitment rationalized by a section of the political class, including the National Security Coordinator, amid troubled fiscal weather, could be considered economically and politically catastrophic. The war party in say, Atetea bank ni kom, Amenihuna bank ni kom, Nen yome bin koye economically no. Still, any people who MPP nim, any national security ho. Adrian say, Yen Pierce and Crofo in Aden, and question national security ho, sa or how be we mo. Tier. It is disheartening that persons with questionable character affiliated to political actors in the ruling class continue to pursue career pathway in the respected banking institution that the were abysmal despite BOG's stringent supervisory mechanisms within the financial sector. Checks indicate a national security staffer named Anne-Marie E. mysteriously promoted to the position of Human Resource Director just close to 2 years at the Ministry of National Security, made overconfident move to the BOG without resignation at the ministry. The Omopa Chen say, Ohawa Ekoswo Bank hono, enyo ohaw ketwa. Na enene chiri nso no, enipa bi a yebobo ma no edo makọ bank hono, eye nipa bi a wono ewo den, ewo connections within the political class. And as long as we more connections within the political class, no, and ye bank. Now, Iran, Adeba Kwa report your boss who had say, any pana ye pia omudu omako Bank of Ghana or more national security. They haven't resigned, oh no. They have not resigned from the national security, no. Yet Yadumura Bank of Ghana. NDC, John Dramani Mahama, President-elect, Tiasemi Ye. This is a report. Now, report na bu obidi. One nipa ba kwa report ni bo ni din. And I'm doing a picture na bana. Your friend Anne-Marie Onye. Yeah. Or Blue Gate ho. Ye ni ne di nkomo da. Na ne nkomo no. Emu nsemo ho. Munya abotre. I will spare some nkomo for tonight. But report na bu rabidin. Anne-Marie on other horn at the national security oninye 2 years ya promote nu ewo ho tie or say checks security staffer named Anne-Marie mysteriously promoted to the position of Human Resources Director just close to 2 years at the Ministry of National Security, made over BOG without resignation at the ministry. Anne-Marie's move to the BOG clearly contravenes sections 62 and 64 clause 1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively of the Security and Intelligence Agencies Regulation 2023. The more patch say a national security one work on resigning it is on resigning ya. Not just say watomra according to the Security and Intelligence Agencies regulations. What was Amrano? Then you be say national security in Penifo, a dear benti, and a move pushes any pay. I call resigning every national security. 2. Anne-Marie, through support of senior appointees at the Ministry of National Security, allegedly connived to remove a more experienced head of HR, Derek Bonney. Allegedly connived to remove Eric Bonney. Again, Anne-Marie was part of a core circle of 5 recalcitrant, arrogant, snobbish, and disrespectful officers who caused political victimization and mass transfers of several seasoned senior officers, given her association with the National Security Coordinator. Folks, I know what the year come here now and say, a ray of the screen is see. A kwanya any anamoa wetuo according to the report captured by the BNI. Chese, wafa kweti kwan bi so empenifo bi a wo ma bi ye yi sam penifo ni na edi. Ya bo obi din wa ye se friend hwan. HR ono ye HR ye friend de Nedi. Afi through this same woman, according to the report, senior members at the National Security HQ, many of them so ya transfer womo so eyi binum so edi womo susu se ni na political victimization. Why? Because onim national security impedifo no bebre wo ho. Or say deep throat source within the National Intelligence Bureau engaged in informal discussions established that Anne-Marie orchestrated severe national security infringement with one Victoria, who is eyeing the Ewutu Senya East Parliamentary seat. Yeah. It is alleged that Victoria, in particular, has directed taxpayers' funds to an apartment complex in the Kaswa area, whilst operating in miserable poverty, receiving thousands Ghana cedis a month. BNI out the screen is we only Arabia on your friend Victoria. Now, me de woman now pictures beba for now mummy and we picture. Only na ka bomwa. One would maybe one national security a hard ni papa. Now feel so sa Victoria ono so nani ewo Ewutu Senya parliamentary seat nim enunti edwuma wo de say wasese sika akwakosie ewo sa constituency nim a opese ode eden wode ekokobo no ho adwa edi sa adwuma no abra national security mpinifo no anase mrante omo ye adwuma no wonum hie sika e de ahwe omo ho na wo hwe o market so 1000 Ghana cedis. I say it would be recalled that Anne-Marie, around the 20th of October 2024, was involved in a violent with the Ministry of National Security Chief Director, Ambassador Sena Sian Boateng, few astute diplomats concerning irregularities which Anne-Marie attempted to spearhead it. Chese, a ray report in the chese osai esuni penny pao penny ye friend a year or your chief director or sansu ambassador, former ambassador Sena Sian Boateng wonini nyanto kwa kese bi ho a na nyanto kwa emu edwo kra ni na no sa ntokwe or a former diplomat ntokwa we epie ya because of irregularities within nyoma bi a ekoso ho a ewura no edi wo office wa so hwe no wogyan no papa no kokan ya wone no odi nyanso ho ekire no ebu papa n'anim tia. Now say that the 5-member recalcitrants who have spent less than 5 years at the ministry with tacit support of the National Security Coordinator instigated an internal mutiny to coerce motions through a compromised public service route prior to December 2024 elections. One more chance, a ray on the National Security Coordinator no. One more kabom a yade bi wo National Security wa et omutu din say a mutiny na say et say kuo ema nipa bi wo ho a ye promote basa all towards election 2024 e bra na ense say omo yesa against the laws of the national security na say e omo ho connive coerce them. Now to say upon notice that the astute diplomat will derail the coerced promotions, the dispatch Anne-Marie to intimidate the chief director to approve the illegal appointment, to which Anne-Marie threatened to remove her of the season chief. One more share chief director no. Now according to the report, Anne-Marie no was sent by a nipebia one more national security so omra no ne papa na mfasa akwan so na just one force chief director no na onye appointment on promote nipebi uhwemu a they have not reached that promotional stage. Fail was say papa na be yesa no one more air threatening say they will deal with him very swiftly. Ora chief director Sian Boateng or ambassador and also or a diplomat. The situation is said to have provoked the contravened section 81B K MNQST concerning disciplinary proceedings against Anne-Marie. Our NIB National Investigations Bureau source noted that Anne-Marie, a loyalist of the national, is being consoled with a lucrative appointment at the BOG given her dispute with the chief director. Anyeyi. Trese, ekwanya ewrei yedine kwa national security oni na ne gina so se ento kwa no oni chief director no ekonye no eya asem kese enti eya owura kwaku asumini no oni ewrei na danfo pa anso no de metu an kan say o na danfo the rest I don't know. Enti chese so wo ye bibi edi pata ewura no enti no we yi ewrei efri national security or ni ko ewura Bank of Ghana abra ewura no so on resign ye emfri the post so even though Anne-Marie is denying say nya our intelligence chese that 15 na no omu ko ewura ho. It is awkward that despite various security and journalistic sources, the BOG is able to employ such unruly individuals into the organization. It goes to demonstrate the BOG's inability to conduct stringent background checks on politically tainted individuals, despite widespread depots to the workings of the central bank. Reports nature say woman tia sesi ntia Bank of Ghana ayedi ne wono mo ba be fa kukuom no mo recruit san krofo ina akwahye bank ne kukuom in spite of say media for bodewro e kasa e wo sa asemi enso Bank of Ghana pese omutu san na mo. I say it must be unconditionally stated that any attempt to leverage on political rebels within the will retrogress the central bank's long-standing reputation. Notice is hereby served that the above-named individual and other political characters under consideration for employment should be reversed immediately. The reputational sanity of the bank. Report na kaba koha and a main kind. The report in the channel said bank na ginidia say dina bank na gye no ense say ye gu bank no hu fi enti penifo enhwe akonuase bia so say enipa wo mo ye politically exposed ana nipa bia politicians hye omachi ana omo hye politicians echi a ye kura bank no immediately ye hwe ne science ankrofo ni ye mo nsan fast anye sa e de how any atete ebeba bank no so inti report no say by served very serious folks, very very serious. Na media obi kan me ba na me betu mofo mo fa fine mo anfa mo asem me the report no the amakan no me the besia Friday na yen sorry so Monday ebe me last show national security ho videos ni be huri se keke mama kan message we na fi yen hwade o say good evening bro. Abronya is also one of the MPP's problem. Lender from Awoshi ECG vendor and odi free ebaye. Very, very, very true. I Kwame Abronya. Ono so ka ho bi unhuza. Sesi owo he wato wirem umina ebidi nam kwaye mu. Ewirem efuom mirika obia mko. My entry way near VM say, good evening, sir. Are you a prophet? Keep on the good work. I'm watching you. This is Saint Kawari from Burma Camp. Okay. I'm not a prophet, though. Okay. Where's I say, good evening, Kweku. Our problem, as is our Marcus Garvey said, a country without the knowledge of its history is like a tree without its roots. If we know our history, we will never vote for MPP. Okay? Nadia Odebana. Good evening, Mr. Kweku Annan. Please, I really need your assistance. About your assistance, Benya, and a here. And one for with Yamma. One for with Yamma. Yeah, intiminimu nipa by. Yeah. Assistance ben awo here. Mami ho assistance kro. Why? Enti okay, me ya di bia ma. Why? Enti na me ho ade kro. Okay. Let's all have this video and see how the country can survive. Minim at the corner was our video. Minim at the corner was our video no more. Afi yenhwe wenzwe. O say Beauty Ado Ashaman Market, thanks. Ghana, God have mercy on us. Nidine MC Beauty Ado Edine that's one. Hello, Kweku. As Ghana prepares for a transition of power, I am concerned about unresolved issues in Nana Addo. Dankwa Akufo-Addo's tenure. 1. Pollution of water bodies. 2. Unresolved murder of JB Dankwa. LGBTQ plus rights. I urge the president to address these concerns before leaving office. President Akufo-Addo did not come to work for himself and his family and friends. He has to account for his tenure in office. Ghanaians shouldn't be taken for granted. Ekotoma. Mami misa a question. JB Dankwa President Akufo-Addo Ninia Meboa. Bisa who the question, why won't President Akufo-Addo investigate to bring the perpetrators of his brother's murder? Obama na dream ma kan somewhere we kwa kofo ahwawaba. On one million, Adentina President Akufo-Addo entimi investigate na wanchi the perpetrators of his brother's murder. Food for thoughts. Thank you very much, Honorable Medino, and your honorable Ude from Kunani and Kawai. Or say, hi, Frontline, please send your team to a big health facility at the Osu Oxford Street. A health facility, Benya. Good evening, Kweku. Continue to expose these greedy politicians. We are going to start the 24-hour economy with these NPP thieves. We will build fresh court and prison Shah Hills, working 8 hours each at the same court. We will jail them. These NPP guys are full of greedy. Ghana go sweet keke. Nadia all canon. And some no a dorsal. I ebisomode videos near the other. Information that we have got is they would bring the systems that they use for input and registration of new staffs to office at this Legon headquarters for process to be done before the January. Papa, so wait good evening, Kweku. Please, this is for John Mahama. He should be very careful of Peace Council elders, the so-called big pastors, the big chiefs in Ghana. If Mahama started producing the corrupt people, the above mentioned pillars will start calling him to forgive some of the corrupt people. This will tarnish his image and the party. Mahama should be very careful. Okay. Obia Canada, quite extraordinary. Mebuana Obia Canada. ANZMP. Okay. My main shadi Okay. My main kind last badge message. I am Michael from Teshi. If John Mahama can retrieve all this money from the cathedral money, all African Games money, the gold money, Bank of Ghana money, I tell you, Ghana will not go to IMF. And I tend to agree with you. Kweku, I hope you are doing well. Thanks so much for your great job for our beloved country, Ghana. But please, don't forget, Napo is also one of them for disrespecting our first president. Stay blessed and safe, my dear. Very well, very well. Georgina Bafon and Dubai. Good evening, please. Can such things go on in America? No, please, because the Pentagon is bigger than White House. Kweku, please. Are politicians better than security personnel? Please educate me. No. You are trying to make an analogy of the Pentagon and the White House. The name of or White House, why there? And I said Pentagon. No. Please like your serious action. Thank you very much. We also say hello, Kweku. Please don't forget the retired COP Jody Boache. Kofi Boache is also a lawyer from David Gaspar Annan Bannon. Okay, from another mother, I think so. Okay, we also say Operation Cover All Routes would work perfectly. Those people should leave this country or not. We will recover everything. I say they stole my name. They stole, okay, something. My name is Emmanuel from Spinters Road. All right, Ima. Me home be a free bar. Salam alaikum. Some of Nana Akufo-Addo's appointees are trying to run away. But please, before you go, whatever you want, bring our money back slowly before we come after you. Isa from Nsawo Mzongo. Okay. I mean, can we? Good evening, Kweku. I'm Rans. Kweku, please ask the CDS that when are they going to call we those that finish our we message we see there what they had you. I don't know, Monko CDS when ko bi say. Ko hono Monko bisa. Yeah, Kweku, I say enter the GFA side. GFA Ghana Football Association. Okay. Folks, the Mobesia. Ya bre. Yee, Kweku. Tired. You the best Yankopon ya dema. Program ya maye. Koi. Kona kwahwe. Na wukwa subscribe to your channel no. Afisu program no fema wadamfo. Wasoma uniebi share na uniebi nyebi nhwe wate. bibia and the dana kwemu fe. Share the program, subscribe to our channel. I feel so bibia no yenye no one. It's a program ne da enko. Opese hu time am the program Monday, Wednesday and Friday. 8 o'clock sharp. The Frontline program is airborne. Folks, me the musia great guys say bomb me chidom Ruby X and I Bismarck, Omubo me chidom indefatigable, credible, and then executive producer Yao Yamba, online editor Kins Campbell, Omina Bomi chidom, editors at large Kofi Ansa, and then director of research Eno Kofi Ejiri, Omina Bomi chidom. Onyame aduma Monday, me di adiba betrewa. Hey, who say keke? No one can say washe. Na fi yako akodi broyano ne abeswe His Excellency President-elect John Dramani Mahama Edinisi akunwa so na fi yehwe so oman Ghana ebekunu no we shall stay out of trouble. Yeko akodi bronya anase holiday no yema bibia nya wano ensabrofo no ne ade ne atwetwesiefo mommo memu no ne bibia nya kama na oman intimi fane tempera. My name still remain Kwekwana. Same time I come your way Monday.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
Every any weekend night, you hear no. I stop and papa no be now one more. No, Jaga for, it be now one. Jaga for, it will be nothing have by one. Jaga for, oh my best son in game. Jaga for, oh your banana bemo. Jaga for, utumenom. Jaga for, Chris I go Jaga for, in the about. Morning, son, I'm saying the fact.
I Jaga 4 bitters. I just so bitter.
Let me say, I'm not.
Jaga for, it will be now.
Nyamsam onto ma nipa woni fie du nwotwe esese opemfo no FTAG adwadie kra to yato
bronya kokon akawode bronya punche bronya banche knockout on akawode safia kwa abotunya na se yatim kama ye gienyi this year bronya no ye gienyi empire
CTV yamo official po CTV Ghana's #1.
Yeah, mama fish yapa. Yeah, mama fish yapa.
Afi.
Yeah, mama fish yapa. Yeah, mama fish yapa. Yeah, tetu. Pow, knockout tesu. Nenchulusu na emulusu. Fufulusu. Bronya.
Hello everyone, my name is Felicia Nanamache, Administrator for Class Media Group. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and cheers to a happy 2025. Thank you.
Hi, I am Jennifer Akua Hatche, Head Human Capital and Culture of Class Media Group. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. See you in 2025.
Hello, the name still remains Dinah for Class Media Group. I wish every Ghanaian a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye.
Hi,